Welcome, everyone. yes. Welcome to a night edition here. Oh, man. I'm so excited. Got some new things happening right now. If you've ever watched any of my other lives recently, um, you should be able to tell now there's a little difference with the audio and also with the visuals. And that's most important is the audio and the visual. So let me go check. I got to make sure that everything looks pretty good. I have all of you watching from YouTube. Let me make sure I do a sound check. Make sure. Let's see. Let's see right now. Testing. Okay. All right. That sounds pretty good for everyone on YouTube. Now I'm going to go over to Mike the Travel Lover on Facebook. And that's probably where I'll have most of my audience. Thank you all. It is around 9:35 Eastern Standard Time this evening. Welcome to my Travel Talk with Mike late night edition. That's what I call it, or night edition. And so I'm just going to do my final checks here. Let me see. Let me turn this edition. All right. Everything sounds pretty good. So what do you guys think? What do you all think as far as the aesthetics? Of course, I blurred out. I blurred out. I blurred out the back of me, but I have my little little lighting happening here, and the only thing that I'm missing is a brighter light, right? So I have my lamp here. I have my unique microphone. I just bought this microphone. Check out this microphone. Check this out. See how it changes colors? It's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah. I have to get a little fancy. I can't be promoting, elevating other people, and I'm not elevating myself. So I had to elevate. I had to, uh, buy something to where the clarity of the audio is better, the visuals a lot better. The last thing I want for you guys is if I'm talking and having a conversation that you can barely hear me, or it's a loud echo. And I don't like to put out content like that. So I had to, make some changes. So anyway, like I said, today's Travel Talk. One thing I'm going to do, let me know what you guys think. I'm going to, if any of you interested, this is a HyperX. Any of you podcasters, anyone who like to do live videos and things like that, this is let me bring it up again. This is a HyperX. I got this from Amazon. Some pretty good reviews on YouTube, pretty good reviews just in general when I looked at Amazon as well. And I really like it. It has a stand. It comes with a stand, if you all can see right here. It also hooks up to it's hooked up to my laptop. So it has a USB port. Also has it to where I think I also can hook up a headset as well. I might do that as well to test that out to see if I have some headphones, how that would sound as well. But yeah, something different. Then I also have my webcam. I am working on trying to get a new laptop. I think I asked the question maybe about a week or so ago. What are some good Apple Mac computers I should get? And I'm really struggling figuring out the different Macs. Like I'm seeing a lot of people. I'm seeing people on YouTube. I'm seeing people on YouTube where 2020 Macs, 2021 Macs are as good. You don't need to purchase a 2023 or 2024 Mac. And so I'm kind of weighing on what year I should get. I don't know. So if any of you have an Apple Mac computer, please let me know, especially if it's not like a brand new one. I really don't want to buy a brand new one, like a 2023 and a 2024 year, because it's too expensive. I mean, these things are running like $16, $17, $18, $1,900, $2,000. as far as the Macs, and I'm not trying to spend that amount of money, especially when I can get a Mac for $800-900 and spend half of that, and the performance is pretty good. I don't need it for gaming. I just want to use it to be able to stream, to be able to work, have a reliable. I mean, I have an iPhone, so I want to be able to obviously utilize my iPhone and my Mac computer to be able to do certain things, and they're interchangeable. So let me know if you guys have Apple and what do you guys like about it and what year. I'm looking at Amazon. I'm looking at Best Buy. I'm looking at several different sites to see which one I should try to do. So anyway, so let me try to turn on this light. I just turned it off. Ooh, you see that light right here? So I need to put it. This thing is bright. Let's see. So that's one thing as far as the lighting. I think this is pretty bright. Not mistaken. Yeah, this is pretty bright right here. So lights up this area a little bit so you all can kind of see me. Give you different ambiance as well. So let's go on. All right, let's do the travel talk. Let me see some of your comments. Let me see if you have commented on here or not. Scott, Bonnie, I use my iPhone and iPad for everything. So yeah, I want to get an actual. I don't want to get an iPad. I actually want to get a MacBook, and I know there's like M1, M2. There's different versions when it comes to the Apple products, and when it comes to the MacBooks. So really don't want to get the iPad because it's obviously more so it's a tablet. I need that computer to be able to do more things than an iPad can do. But I love Apple, so I want to move over from HP to Apple because I hear nothing but great things about Apple when it comes to their laptops and all that. Then eventually I might get into a PC. I don't know how that will be, but it is a pretty hard decision. It's pretty hard. I might actually go maybe with like 2020, 2021 version, and I'll see. So let's get into it. All right, so let's see if some travel topics that's been going on. Man, it's been a lot that's been going on. I heard of just today a Norwegian Dawn incident today, and I'm just gonna go over. I posted it earlier in regards to a breakout. I don't even know the name of it, but let me share with you guys some of the news of this outbreak that has happened on the Norwegian Dawn. I don't know if any of you know anyone that's on the Norwegian Dawn, but I think it's good for us to kind of be aware of the latest news with Norwegian Dawn. So I'm gonna bring up a couple of news articles about it, and we'll get into it. Let's see outbreak. I'm like, I haven't really heard any outbreaks lately, but let me share you guys my screen so we can all listen to it together. Well, let me make this bigger. Let's see if I can find another news station that will kind of do a better coverage, because I think I saw it on it was like a CBS news break. Let's see if I can bring it up. Um, it's not coming up. I'm surprised it's not. If this was Carnival, it'll be all over the news. If this was Carnival, this would be all over the news. But let me stop sharing my screen. But let me read an article that I posted earlier in regards to, it says thousands stranded on Norwegian Dawn cruise ship hit by possible, I don't even know how to pronounce this. Is it Caleria? I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. So it's a cruise ship with over 2,000 passengers and 1,000 crew on board has been denied permission to dock in one of the Caribbean islands for potential outbreak on board. At least 15 people on the cruise ship Norwegian Dawn has been isolated and samples were taken for testing on Sunday, according to a statement. The test results are expected on Tuesday. The news agency reported people on board the ship developed mild stomach symptoms after visiting South Africa for a couple of days in mid-February. CBS partner network BBC News reported. It says the health and safety of passengers, as well as that of the country as a whole, are the utmost importance to the authorities. And so it says there has been a number of cholera. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. CHOLERA outbreaks in South Africa countries over the last few months, the BBC reported. Since January 2023, over 3,000 people in the region have died from cholera, and 188,000 have been affected, according to the BBC. It says this is an infection that causes severe diarrhea and dehydration. It's rare in the developed world, but it's almost always fatal if left untreated. It is among the deadliest diseases in the world. So there are 2,184 passengers on the Norwegian Dawn, along with 1,026 crew members. About 2,000 of those passengers will have completed their trip and disembarked in Port Louis, while 2,279 passengers were expected to board the ship. So, yeah, this looks to be a developing story, and I'm pretty sure the reason why probably is not as probably spoken about or heard about is probably because maybe it's in a different country, and so hopefully the individuals that is on the Norwegian Dawn, the crew members and the passengers and all that are going to be better. Okay. Some other news. Virgin Voyages just came in today. Virgin Voyages Resilient Lady will not return to Australia for the upcoming 2024-2025 summer cruise season. Citing ongoing issues in the Red Sea, Virgin Voyages announced that their newest ship, Resilient Lady, will instead temporarily home port in the Caribbean at the conclusion of her upcoming Mediterranean cruise season. It says Resilient Lady will now reposition to her new temporary home in the Caribbean from Athens, where she'll be sailing 7, 8, 10, and 11 night voyages from San Juan, Puerto Rico. The new sailings will be available to book from February 29th. The complete cancellation of the next summer season comes weeks after removal of Resilient Lady's local itinerary from the cruise line's website and booking platforms. Resilient Lady's upcoming repositioning cruise from Australia to the Mediterranean was recently altered with a new itinerary devised that will see the Lady ship avoid the Suez Canal and Red Sea and instead sail to Europe via the West African coast. Guests affected by the cancellations will be offered a full refund or an alternative sailing. So that's something to note. If you were booked on resilient lady, or there's some new opportunities now from San Juan with Virgin Voyages for the 2024-2025 summer cruise season. So that's something to note as well. So let me see. Let me make sure I'm looking at your comments on here. Thank you. Let me get to these comments on here. All right. So Bonnie says, I'm leaving. Let me bring this up. Can I bring this up so you all can see? This is Bonnie. I'll leave for Mexican Riviera with Princess Discovery. Any tips for safety on islands? So Bonnie, what I would say is any foreign country, it don't really have to be a foreign country. It could be in your own town, in your own city. I think it should apply no matter where you go. So be cautious, be aware. If you're traveling by yourself, you definitely need to be cautious and be aware of your surroundings. I would definitely, if you've never been to this particular area, I will book, if you're doing an excursion or tour, book with a reputable company. Especially if it's your first time. Yeah, especially if you're first time doing the Mexican Riviera. I would definitely do that. And if you're going with a group of people, you might feel a little bit different, especially if you have someone that's been there before. I'm not saying that locals, because I know for myself, there's a couple destinations where I will book outside of maybe the main companies, and I'll go with maybe a local tour operator. But maybe your first time, you want to do some extra research and make sure that you stick with a legitimate company. So, but yeah, just be cautious. Wherever you go, like I said, it doesn't even matter. You don't even have to leave the country to have that suggestion. So, Heidi says, can it be just food poisoning that's common? It could be food poisoning that's happening with the Norwegian Dawn. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, I know I probably was botching it. I don't know. You also mentioned, it reminds me of the ship that was quarantined back in 2020. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, I heard about it a couple hours ago. I saw a news report about it, and like I said, we probably not hear more about it because it's not in the Caribbean, it's not in the US, it's in Africa. So that's probably why we're not hearing it too much here. Dewan, what's up? What's going on, Dewan? Yeah, I will be up there in a couple weeks. All right, so you say you're doing a resort for the day. Yeah, resort for the day. Yeah, and then of course, I don't know if the resort for the day has transportation included. I know I'm starting to see a lot more of transportation being included for the resort for the days. But if not, find a good transportation company. I use Viator. Viator is a great company. They're vetted. Their tour operators are vetted. So they make sure that they're legit, make sure they have good reviews and a great reputation. So Viator is a great company to be able to use. So I will recommend that. Yeah, join Facebook groups. It's a great to get recommendations for excursions. But like I say, if it's your first time anywhere, sometimes you want to be it, and to me, it depends on if you are by yourself or if you're going with a group of people. Because if you're going with a group of people, I'm not saying that nothing can happen with your group of people, but if you're going by yourself and you're traveling by yourself, then yeah, I would highly recommend you going with a legitimate company with good reviews, things like that, so you won't run into any issues. I do have a question. I do have a question. So a lot of people, now resort for a day, I think is a great option. I really do think it is a great option. If any of you have not heard of resort for a day, resort for a day is more so for cruise passengers. But it doesn't necessarily have to be just for cruise passengers. You could actually be in the island and visit another resort and use resort for a day. But resort for a day is, if you have not heard of it, is that if you go to resortforaday.com, or I actually at the end of the live, I'll give you guys my link, and it'll take you to the Resort for the Day website, and you can spend time in the resort. Certain resorts are inclusive, some are not all inclusive. Most of the resorts will include maybe a meal credit or a drink credit, or it may be all inclusive where everything is included. It just depends on the resort, and it also depends on the destination. So a lot of people will go to and pay for a resort for a day, go to a particular resort instead of just trying to find a beach. I mean, those resorts will have beaches on it itself, and a lot of times they might be a little bit safer, or just depending on where you're going, then you're also getting the amenities as well as the resort too. So you have the resort amenities, and you also have your beach if you want to be able to relax in that particular area. So yes, Viator. Yes, Viator. Yes, they are very, very good. I've been starting to use them a lot more. When I go on a cruise, I usually don't book through the cruise line because they're just higher price. I can get the same excursions or better excursions by going to like companies like Viator versus the cruise line. And these companies, it's funny because there's been several times where I've used Viator, and it's the same company that the cruise line uses for their excursion, and I paid probably $50 or $60 less than what someone did with the cruise line. Now, yes, yeah, something happens, the cruise line guarantees, you getting back and things like that. But those companies, they care about getting anyone back as well on time. Especially if you're doing a tour or an excursion, they care just as much as an excursion booked through the cruise line. So yeah, Viator, very good. Yes, Alicia. Yes, indeed. All right, so let's see what else is going on in travel world. Let me pull up my handy dandy. I like to kind of go through some latest news that's been happening. So Virgin Voyages rolls out a new improved internet package with CSC. This just came out today. And so let's go over some of the details about this Virgin Voyages new improved internet. Now, I've been on Virgin Voyages. I was on Virgin Voyages a couple months ago, and I felt like the internet was pretty good. I was able to go live. And I mean, the beauty of Virgin Voyages is that the internet is already included. So if they're increasing the internet, now you know what I did pay for the enhanced internet. So but the regular internet did work pretty good as well. But they do have it to where you can spend a little bit more money and upgrade to the more enhanced internet. So yeah, it says that they're becoming the first line to deploy CSC Cruise M Power Plus Starlink PRO service, according to the press release. It said it will provide unmatched connectivity for up to 1.5 GPS per ship, enabling Virgin Voyages sailors to enjoy exclusive passenger experiences, the companies announced in a statement. With the unlimited Wi-Fi access across multiple devices, passengers can share their cruise experiences live and in real time via social media and video calls while enjoying the connected experiences that Virgin Voyages offers. Okay, so they're improving the internet just like all the other cruise lines are improving their internet as well when it comes to Starlink. Let's see. So Carnival people, I know I have a lot of followers that love Carnival. So as we all know, Carnival had its naming ceremony on the 24th, Carnival Jubilee, which is the third Excel class ship with Carnival Cruise Line. And its home port is Galveston, Texas, and the godmother for the Jubilee is Gwen. It was Gwen Stefani, and so there's a 45-minute naming ceremony. The singer treated the guests to some of her hits, such as "Just a Girl," "The Sweet Escape," and "Holla Back Girl." Holla Back Girl. So we have that, and so yeah, so now the Carnival Jubilee is selling out of Galveston, Texas. So all of you southern states near Texas, you have a great option in going on an Excel class ship. Is that instead of having to fly to Miami or to Port Canaveral to be able to get onto one of the newer largest ships with Carnival. So that is really good to hear. So let's go to some more questions. In between me going through some of the latest news. So what about the travel advisory to Jamaica and the Bahamas? So is a travel advisory for Jamaica, the Bahamas, and what was the third island? There was a third island that was on the travel advisory as well. So the travel advisories, and I'll give you the latest for the travel advisories for each destination. So travel advisory for Jamaica. So right now, Jamaica, as of January 2023, January 2023, Jamaica, it was at a level 3 travel advisory from the U.S. Department of State. And the level 3 means reconsider travel. Do not attempt to bring firearms or ammunition. Avoid walking or driving at night. Avoid public buses, things like that. So one article mentions sexual assaults occurred frequently, including at all-inclusive resorts, the statement says, adding that Jamaica has one of the highest homicide rates in the Western Hemisphere. The country's level 3 designation has been in place since 2022. Okay, so so here is a article that came out February 9th. It says the U.S. says to reconsider travel to Jamaica. Jamaica disagrees. It says Jamaica officials are pushing back against the U.S. Department of State's travel advisory for the island, which was reissued in January due to crime and medical services. The country remains at a level 3, which encourages people to reconsider travel, just one level away from the most severe warning. It says in recent years, the government has more than doubled its investments to strengthen the capacity to tackle crime and health-related challenges across the island for the benefit of our citizens and indeed everyone who wishes to visit Jamaica, said Jamaican Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade Minister Johnson Smith in a press release. Jamaica is listed as one of the top honeymoon destinations in the U.S. residents, according to TripAdvisor. This is an article from Time. So, Jamaica is fighting back. So, what does that mean? Between obviously, U.S. put out this advisory, Jamaica's fighting back in regards to this advisory, and so what does that mean for you and I? Should we be scared to go to Jamaica because of this level 3? Here's my thing. I'm gonna be quite honest. Jamaica is it says one of the top honeymoon destinations. Jamaica is one of the top tourist destinations in the Caribbean. Their increase of crime and homicide could be 1 or 2 people because they're a small island. So we have to take that into consideration. We may not be talking about thousands of people extra that has passed away by homicide. It could be only by a couple of people. And one person is obviously too much. But it's not like it's a crazy number. It says Jamaica experienced 83 murders during the last month of 2024 per the Jamaican force. The number is less than the 109 reported in 2023 during the same time period. So it's been less homicides or less murders so far. And we're talking about all of Jamaica. We're not talking about just in the tourist area. This murders is all of Jamaica. Most tourists are not traveling throughout most of Jamaica. They're only traveling in small areas. So I say this: anywhere you go, no matter if there's a travel advisory or not, we should be cautious. No matter where we go, if we go to tourist destinations, we go and do touristy things, we should be fine. No matter where we go, we should be fine. In the US, in Jamaica, and other places around the world, we should be fine. But we live in a day and age that even if we go to the mall, our children go to school, especially here in the US, things can happen. And that's just part of life. That's the part of life that we currently live in, no matter whether or not you are on a vacation or not on vacation or not. So we live in a country that supersedes crime, murders out of any country. Like, we supersede so many different statistics. We should be more concerned about where we are versus, in my opinion, if you go into another country such as Jamaica. As long as you are doing what you should be doing, is relaxing, having a good time, things should not happen. Bad things should not happen. Obviously, freak things happen anywhere, but for the most part, if you're going to a resort or if you're getting off a cruise ship and you're doing an excursion and you're getting something to eat or getting something to drink, you're most likely going to be fine. You're most likely are going to be fine. So if you have plans to go, then I would continue to go and still have a great time. Every single year, I tell people every year, at the beginning of the year, every year, there's a different Caribbean island that comes up with this advisory. Every year. And I even talked to one of my travel agent friends who is from Jamaica. He's like, it's a political issue that's going on in Jamaica, and some people are forging the numbers and making it more than what it seems, and it's really not. And then the U.S. gets aware of that, and then they bring out and they make a big scare for U.S. tourists to travel to Jamaica. And so if this didn't come out, people would still go. I would say still go. Just be cautious. You gotta be smart. Yeah, you have to be smart. Just to think, for anyone, like you said, everyone has to be smart when traveling. I live in New York City. Yeah, I'm from Philadelphia. I'm from the city of Philadelphia. You know, where you have to walk. When you walk around, you have to be concerned of where you're going all the time. So going to Jamaica, should not be an issue whatsoever. Like I said, if you feel uncomfortable, don't go. If you feel uncomfortable by going to reports, don't go. If you go by these, and like you said, we really don't know exactly what's going on. If it's a political thing, they have things going on, maybe between the Jamaica and the U.S. government, or within Jamaica that's making things look worse. And I don't know who can you believe, right? But there's thousands of people going to Jamaica every day. There are tourists from around the world. So unless you're hearing thousands of tourists dying daily or monthly, then that's when I would be like, you know what, let's not go. If there is an active war going on in that country, then I would say don't go to Jamaica. But if there's a few extra homicides, and it could be in the other part of Jamaica where you're not even going to, then I feel like you should be fine. That's my take on the travel advisory. Same thing for the Bahamas. One year, Bahamas is on there. Then you have Jamaica that's on there. Then you have Mexico that's on there. Then you have Punta Cana that's on there. Every single year, there's something. One Caribbean island is always on the advisory that always seems to make it newsworthy here in the U.S. Every single year. If you look back, every single year there is at least one Caribbean island always at the beginning of the year, before springtime, before summertime, to scare people. I feel like it's calculated, and that's just my personal opinion. I feel like it's calculated. So that's my take on that. All right, Brandon, let's keep it going. Yes, everyone, I love this. Please, if you have questions, please ask. It doesn't matter. Domestic questions, international questions, Caribbean questions, cruise questions, please ask. I'll be here. I'm just here. I just popped on. I'll be here for another about 22 minutes. So let's talk. Brandon says, I'm going to Ocho Rios in May and doing an excursion. I'm not too worried since it's an excursion, but I wouldn't venture off by myself. Yeah, man. Like I say, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. You should be fine by doing the excursion. To be honest with you, most people are not adventure seekers or not adventurous. See, myself, I would love to be with a local and hang out with the locals, right? That's just me. I love that. I love to be immersed in the culture, because a lot of times when you are immersed in your culture and you show that interest, the locals appreciate you and they'll treat you with the same respect. So if you're not on any funny business or doing anything, trying to do anything illegal, like I said, if you're there to enjoy yourself, enjoy the food, enjoy the drinks, enjoy the music, you should not have a problem. But yeah, definitely you should be fine, Brandon. Heidi says it's like Mexico. There's always some travel advisory, but I actually feel safer there than most U.S. cities. Yeah. I mean, you gotta be cautious. I've traveled to a lot of different destinations in the U.S., and I'm fortunate that nothing, crazy has happened in any of my travels. And of all my travels, I don't put myself in situations where I'm doing anything illegal or anything that's drawn attention. Respectful, and all those things will get you a long way, no matter where you travel to. And so I feel like a lot of times when we hear different stories and things that's going on with U.S. tourists, you may hear a news flash come up, and everyone obviously comes to some conclusions. Oh, I'm not going here, not going there. But we have individuals that will leave from this country, go to another country, and get themselves, especially go to Jamaica, you want to get some marijuana, you gotta smoke and all that because you're in Jamaica and you don't know who you're dealing with. You don't know who you're dealing with at all. And so when you put yourself in that environment, you are suspect to potential things happening to you. And so, no, I'm there to enjoy myself. I want to eat the food, drink, music, enjoy the culture, and get back to where I need to go. And so that's what I'll be doing next month, going to Jamaica. I'll be there for 3 nights. I will tell you guys how it is in Jamaica. And I'll be a little bit off from the Montego Bay area, but I'll let you know. I'm simply going to get off the plane, get in my shuttle, transportation, go to the resort, spend time there, visit some other resorts, and should be okay. Should be fine. So, yes, I am staying at the resort. I'm staying at the Hadaway Blue Waters. It is a newly renovated resort. It's connected to Royalton Blue Waters. So it's like a double complex. So the Royalton Blue Waters is the family friendly area. In the middle of this complex is a big water park, and now it used to be called Royalton White Sands in Jamaica, which was also a family friendly resort. So both of them were family friendly. The Blue Waters was a little bit more, I would say, with the decor was a little bit more upscale than the White Sands. But now they changed over the White Sands to where it's adults only. It's a hideaway. And so we're going to experience the hideaway. So now if anyone wants to go to Jamaica, this is a great option. If you have some individuals who want to stay in the adults only area, and then you have, your family member or some friends that have children, they can stay in the Blue Waters. They're both connected properties. And if you stay in the hideaway, you have access to both properties. So I love staying on properties like that because it's like you're paying for one and you're getting access to two properties. So the value for what you're paying for has increased because you're getting access to more than just one resort. Yeah, you were telling me Catalina, Costa Mujeres, that's north of Cancun. Yes, I actually, Catalina, if I'm not mistaken, is right next to Planet Hollywood, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, hopefully you have a good time. And with the Catalina, you're thinking about doing adults only in May to Iberosol and Grand Bavaro. Okay. Yes, yeah, Catalina. I've seen Catalina. Looks like a nice property. Not really big into Catalina. When I stayed in Mexico, one of the last few times I stayed in Mexico, yeah, I stayed at the Planet Hollywood, the Delt Scene, and then they have the Planet Hollywood, just the family area, Planet Hollywood Beach Resort. Beautiful property. Man, that's a beautiful property. Huge property. It's very modern. I love that Planet Hollywood I love that property. I really do. I really, really do. Anyone have a chance, check out Planet Hollywood. Um, yeah, yeah. Planet Hollywood is it. And then also too, you have Grand Palladium, Costa Mujeres, and Tierra Oscuro. Absolutely breathtaking resort. Absolutely breathtaking. I've looked at probably almost every single resort, probably in the Caribbean, that's all inclusive. The Grand Palladium Costa Mujeres is a giant. It's a massive property. Like it's so massive, and the way they designed it is that they actually have a boat. There's like I'm gonna say lagoon or like a lagoon in the middle of the resort. And it's so massive that you can take this boat from one end of the resort to the other end of the resort. It makes maybe like 2 stops, maybe 2 or 3 stops. And it's just such a beautiful, I mean, if you're into like plants and trees and it's simply amazing. I love that resort. I really do. I love the resort. Like I stayed at the resort and we were in a family selection room. And in the family selection, that family selection is obviously for families, but you're closer to the children's areas, you're close to the beach, you're right by a pool, but you're getting kind of like butler service when you stay in the family selection. And they have these not loft rooms, but yeah, they're like loft rooms. It's actually a 2-story room. So you come into the room and guys, check it out. I think I have a video. Yeah, there's actually 2 videos I have on YouTube. If you go to my YouTube channel, under my playlist Grand Palladium, you'll see the room. The bottom level you come in, there's a bathroom. There is a couch area. There's a bar area. There's a television down there, and that couch, the sofa turns into a sofa bed. And then there you open up the sliding door, and there is a balcony area with a big, huge lounger in that area. And then you go upstairs, you go up inside the room, you go up these stairs, and you go up to the second level, and there is either you can have 2 beds up there or 1 king bed with a bathroom, and there's another balcony. And on that balcony, there is a jacuzzi, a whirlpool, whatever you want to call it. And it's just spectacular. It's spectacular. And at that time, the price, I mean, we went through during COVID, the pricing wasn't too crazy, but it's just amazing. In order to get around the resort, you got to get on a golf cart. Now, some people don't like the massive properties, but that property was just beautiful. At nighttime, they have lights all around the plants and the trees, and it's a beautiful ambiance. Very romantic. You know, and then the TRS Coral is the adults only section. So if you stay in the TRS Coral, you have access to Grand Palladium. That's the adults only resort. And they have a different kind of vibe over there. Rooftop bar. It is simply a beautiful property. Every single client that I've sent to Grand Palladium or the TRS Coral are like, wow, this is amazing. Like, I literally have had people text me while they're there and like, yeah, this is it. This is it. So, all right, let me get to some more questions before I'm sitting here rambling. All right, Brent says, are you planning to do MSC World America ship next year when it comes out? I was looking at footage online and it's a gorgeous ship. Yes, it's funny because me and my team, I just reached out to my team. I have I have 3 other people that work under my travel agency. And I'm like, let's do an agency group cruise on MSC America. And I'm looking forward to it because of a couple of reasons. Number one, most people have been, especially from the US market, have been on MSC. There's a lot of mixed emotions about MSC. A lot of people do not like MSC for various reasons. And it's not because the ship is not beautiful. Every single ship I've seen with MSC is absolutely beautiful inside. Beautiful. They will rival. MSC is on the lines of like Carnival, Norwegian, Royal Caribbean. They will rival Royal Caribbean and how beautiful the inside of the ships is. I can say that. It's breathtaking in some of the things, the crystal staircases that you can get on and walk up certain decks. It's really nice. But the issue with MSC is the service. It's the food. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, the service and the food. And it's time and time again, they lack good customer service from what I've been hearing. And I know when I went on MSC Seashore, I can't say that I got bad customer service, but I mean, I actively saw crew members at several times and at different parts of the ship. They're like upset about certain things, or they arguing back and forth. And I'm like, I've never seen that on a cruise ship before. Never. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. But they said, and what they have been doing over the last couple of years is they are inviting us travel agents onto these MSC ships to try to draw more people to MSC. The value, the price is low. The price is low for MSC. And they were asking for our feedback. Throughout all of these kind of unique sailings they were giving for travel agents for us to experience it and provide feedback. And they're saying with this MSC America is that now it's going to be Americanized. And if they Americanize the ship, they improve the customer service, the food is better. Because when I went to MSC Seashore, I felt like the food was pretty good. I can't complain about the food too much at MSC Seashore. When I went at the end of 2022, and but yeah, if they Americanized that ship, which they said they are, and I hope they are, because the ships are, like I said, the ships are spectacular. They're gorgeous inside. And if they're able to make the adjustments, oh my goodness, and they bring out more ships to Americanize them for the US market, oh yeah, MSC will enter the conversation with Royal Caribbean, Carnival, and Norwegian. They will absolutely rival them. They need to tweak some of their drink packages. They need to stop trying to upsell so much. If they stop trying to upsell so much when you get on the ship, because that's annoying, and they tweak a couple of things with the customer service, they improve on some of the things with their food. Oh yeah, and their price point stays to be very affordable. Oh yeah, I'm telling you, they're gonna take the value the customers who can't afford Royal Caribbean ships or Norwegian ships. They're gonna take some of Carnival's customers. That's what's going to happen. They may even take they're going to take Carnival customers, because if their ships look better and their customer service improves, then some people are going to be drawn more so to MSC, maybe from Carnival. They're going to take people away from Royal Caribbean Norwegian because MSC price point is lower. They got a yacht club on their on those ships. The yacht clubs is a private area. You can't even enter into the area. It's similar to like the Haven on Norwegian. It's a yacht club, exclusive area. You can only enter with your room key. No one else can enter it. It's your own area of the ship. You don't even really have to leave the your area. You got your rooms in the area. You have your dining. You have your bars. You have your pools, your jacuzzis, all in this one area, exclusive to yacht club members. MSC has something going on. I just hope that they improve it. And yeah, I'm looking forward to going on MSC America. When we finalize the dates for MSC America, I will be making an announcement in case if any of you want to join myself on the cruise. I think it will be a great opportunity to be able to, cruise on MSC as a group, get some extra amenities, and cruise with your boy. Anyone who cruises with me know, I like to do group activities. I like to have some fun. So it will be a really good time on MSC. All right, Heidi talks about Majestic Mirage. Yes, I've sent clients to Majestic Mirage before. That's a nice property. I'm not sure if you've looked into. I really sell. I'm be quite honest with you. I really sell a lot of Breathless Resorts, Secrets Resorts, Royalton Resorts. I sell a lot of Palladium Resorts. I sell a lot of, and Royalton includes like Planet Hollywood, things like that. And what else have I sent people to? I've sent people to beaches. I've done Sandals Resorts. So Hyatt resorts are beautiful too. Hyatt resorts as well. Yeah. It's like the Bahia Principal Complex and Punta Cana. You need trolleys to get around. Yeah. No problem. What's going on, Shawnee? There we go. Secrets are amazing. Yeah, secrets are amazing. All right, let's see what else is going on in the travel world. Thank you for reminding me about the advisories. Oh, I just lost my page. So for me coming up, I have Jamaica at the end of March. I have Allure of the Seas in May. I'm not sure what I'll have in between then and November. I'll be going on Wonder of the Seas. We're supposed to be going on an Alaskan cruise in June, but life happens, and have to make an adjustment and move to Alaska cruise to 2025. So I'll be going to Alaska 2025. If any of you are interested in Alaska, an Alaskan cruise for 2025. Looking at the end of June, July is kind of the best time to go to Alaska. The weather is pretty nice. It's not too chilly. You see a lot of the wildlife during that time period. Also, too, the days are much longer as well during that time period. And so, yes, if any of you are interested, we'll be going on a Royal Caribbean. Looks like probably Anthem of the Seas, if I'm not mistaken, either Anthem or Quantum of the Seas. So once I get that finalized, because this decision was just recently made, probably like a week ago, I'll let you guys know when the Alaskan cruise is happening. If you're interested in joining the Alaska cruise, 2025. This is what I'm looking forward to. 2025. You'll get some announcements very soon. So Alaska cruise, MSC America. I really want to go on the Princess Sun. I really do. The Princess Sun, this new Princess cruise that it has came out. They really made some enhancements to this cruise ship for it to be even more family friendly. So I'm really looking forward to doing Princess, and I need to do Celebrity. I might do a short Celebrity cruise maybe toward the end of this year. But I need to experience. I want to experience Celebrity cruise line. I mean, I've done a tour of Celebrity, but obviously it's doing a tour, 5-hour tour. There's nothing like taking the actual cruise. But I was blown away by Celebrity Edge when I toured it. Beautiful ship. Celebrity is also slept on too. Celebrity cruise line is slept on by a lot of people, and their pricing is very comparable to Royal Caribbean. So if you're looking for hardly any children, because Celebrity is not adults only, but if you're looking for hardly any children on a cruise line, a premium experience, because that's what Celebrity is. Celebrity is a premium experience, is a notch above Royal Caribbean. You're looking for excellent food, great entertainment, some very unique artistic areas on a cruise ship. They also are. I thought Celebrity was going to be like kind of uptight, and no, like the Celebrity Edge was. The music they had playing was very upbeat, and the vibes was very. I was impressed by what I was experiencing on Celebrity Edge when I went to visit it. So if you have an opportunity, and if you have any more questions maybe about some like Celebrity cruise line, please reach out to me. Because Celebrity, yeah, people are sleeping on Celebrity. Like I would go on Celebrity in a heartbeat. I'm going Celebrity in a heartbeat. And so for all of you Carnival people too, who felt some type of way about my comment last year about me not really cruising on Carnival anymore, it does not mean that I do not love Carnival. Carnival will always have a special part in my heart. But as I just mentioned, I mentioned MSC America, I mentioned Princess Sun, I mentioned Celebrity. Those are 3 cruise lines that, I want to cruise more on Royal Caribbean as well. I mean, Icon was my 3rd Royal Caribbean cruise. So I've been on, Icon, I've been on Oasis, I've been on Harmony of the Seas, and I've been on Freedom of the Seas. Next year, I'll be going on Anthem of the Seas. So that's another class. So I would have gone on 4 different class of ships on Royal Caribbean by next year. I'm about to go on the Allure of the Seas. So, and that's another thing too. Allure of the Seas is the only cruise ship. That's the only ship in the Oasis class that has not been basically refurbished to have a lot of the amenities that the newer Oasis class ships will have. And so Allure of the Seas will go into dry dock, they say, the beginning of 2025 to do it in this enhancement. So that's going to be really good. So then all of the Oasis class ships will have the newer amenities. Allure of the Seas right now doesn't have like the water slides or the abyss. They don't. It doesn't have the bionic bar and things like that. The Lime Coconut is not on the lure, so that's the only ship. It's still a really nice ship. It just doesn't have all the newer features that Royal Caribbean has on most of their ships. So Allure of the Seas 2025, that will be going to dry dock to be able to include and to be able to include a lot of those newer features. And then Oasis of the Seas made an announcement saying that they are coming out with a 7th Oasis class ship. I was blown away by that because there were rumors, obviously, of Royal Caribbean potentially getting some newer ships that were like mid-size or smaller ships. Because I feel like Carnival Royal Caribbean, they are kind of they have the oldest ships in the cruise industry. Carnival definitely needs to needs to make changes to the older ships. They need to scrap a lot of these older ships that they have and bring in newer ships, newer small mid-sized smaller ships to be able to fit into ports like Boston, like Baltimore, like New Orleans, places like that can't fit the larger ships because of like there are bridges that they have to go under. Royal Caribbean, needs to do the same thing too with their older ships. They eventually will have to do it down the road because they can't keep these older ships for too long. But I felt like the next announcement with Royal Caribbean would have been maybe a mid-sized smaller ship. Norwegian is staying true to itself, with being a leader with solo staterooms. So if you're a solo traveler, you're looking for solo rates, like true solo rates, and not having that single supplement. Norwegian is where you should look at. Norwegian is, with its whole fleet, is about to increase the number of solo staterooms on their cruise ships. They have a solo studio lounge. They also have like a solo, kind of like a cruise director per se that does different group activities with like the solo cruisers. So, I know I've seen on other forums people asking like, what is kind of like the best cruise line for solo travel? And Norwegian, to be honest with you, Norwegian is the best. They have the solo rates, solo rooms, solo studio lounge, and you don't have to pay for a second person. So Celebrity has some cruise ships that does solo rates. You have Royal Caribbean that have a couple of ships that also have just solo rates as well. So yeah, you definitely want to check those out. How says, I think I'm hanging up the hat on Carnival. See, when I said that, people was like, "Oh, you're not loyal to Carnival anymore." Look, I've been on Carnival 9 times. I think 9 times, 8 times, 9 times. I think I'm like 1 or 2 sailings away from platinum with Carnival. I will go back on a Carnival cruise. It's not like I will never go back on a Carnival cruise, but for me, I love experiencing new things, and so when I went on Royal Caribbean Icon of the Seas, like that just blew me away with everything that they have, and I love Carnival, but Carnival doesn't have anything that can compete with Icon of the Seas. Like no cruise ship can right now. Even the Oasis class ships, there are so many unique areas on Oasis class ships that Carnival just doesn't have. So for me, I like to have new experiences when it comes to cruising, because I feel like it may get stale after a while if you're doing the same thing over and over and over again. I'm not at the age where I just want the same thing over and over again. And for me to be able to provide content, for me to be able to be a true expert, I need to get on, different cruise lines and different cruise ships to be able to speak to them and be able to gain the experience of being able to cruise on them. So then I could come and have conversations like right now to discuss my feelings on different cruise ships and different cruise lines. Because what I see in a lot of forums, a lot of things on social media, people are blinded by certain things, right? So like one of the common topics is, oh, I don't want to do a big cruise ship because it's too many people. That concept really gets to me because unless you here's why it gets to me. Because I've been on larger ships like Harmony of the Seas, I've been on Icon of the Seas, and the ship is larger. It's not like you're having more people on the same size, smaller, mid-sized ship. The ship size is larger, which means it's more room for an extra 2,000-3,000 more people, and you're not going to feel overcrowded. And so I feel like that concept, that mindset handicaps a lot of people when they say, oh, it's too many people. I've been on Harmony of the Seas and Icon of the Seas, and with 5,000, 6,000 people, and you never ever feel like it's 5,000 or 6,000 people on those cruise ships. You would never know that there's that many people on that cruise ship, other than obviously seeing the size of the ship. You would never feel that at all. You would never feel that, oh my God, it's 1,000 people in this one particular area. You don't feel that at all. So for me, like I said, it's to get the new experiences. Like I said, when I was able to visit and take a tour of Celebrity, I just loved it. More premium experience, and that's what I want too. Because eventually down the road with these ocean cruises, I'm about to go into river cruising. I'm hearing a lot of great things about river cruising. That is down my bucket list. River cruising is a totally different experience. You're able to see more areas or different areas than you can on an ocean cruise line, the bigger cruise lines. So river cruising is down my path as well, because it's just a different experience. And I'm all about experiences, all about living. I'm all about wanting to try new things. I want to be able to continue to build the memories for myself, for my family. And that's what it's all about. It's all about. I mean, life is not long. You never know what may happen to us. And so for me, any opportunity that I'm able to get, I'm going to try to take advantage and be able to try new things, eat new food, try new drinks, see new places. And I mean, I'm looking forward to going to Africa. I can't wait for that. That's supposed to be at the end of 2025. I can't wait till my daughter graduates. She wants to go to Tokyo, Japan. I can't wait for that. I'm like, should we take a cruise when we go to Japan so we can see multiple cities? Or, I mean, like, it's more to this world than the United States of America. I love the US, but there's so many other beautiful places to visit other than here. And so that's what I'm going to be doing. That's why I'm like the travel lover. So, cruise in general. Yeah, Heidi, I mean, I'm not done with cruising. I probably will never be done with cruising. And the reason why I will never be done with cruising is because, and I'm gonna be honest, people who go to all-inclusive resorts is boring to me. Like, it's really boring. Other than the fact of, if you want to do maybe a more immersive, have a more of an immersive experience, but staying at all-inclusive resorts that's probably never going to be my top type of travel. Cruising probably will always be my top travel. All-inclusive resorts just seems I'm not at the point in my life where with multiple vacations, I can't do back-to-back all-inclusive resort vacations, because all you're doing is laying around the pool, you're laying around the beach. And so for some people, that's fine. If that's what you love to do, that is absolutely fine. I'm not knocking you for wanting to do that. Your vacation is your vacation, but I feel like staying at all-inclusive resort is kind of boring. After probably 3 days, I can't see myself doing 7 days at an all-inclusive resort unless I'm doing something with locals or something like that, to where, like, for instance, when I went to Trinidad and actually stayed, I have some friends that live in Trinidad and actually stayed in their home and we did local things. Um, that experience is totally different than any other vacation I've ever been on. If I'm doing something like that, then that's different. But for vacation, um, I can't really see myself doing all inclusives. I can see myself maybe doing a European trip. I can't even say a trip to Europe, or a trip to Africa, or a trip to, like, a lot of people like to go to Dubai or Bali or any of those places. I feel like I could probably do a land base there. Um, I don't know. I can't see myself just laying around day by day, day by day, really not doing anything. I don't know. Brandon, I heard that Carnival is mostly party ships. Brandon, here's another misconception. Brandon, I'm not sure if you've been on any other cruise lines. It seems like you haven't been on Carnival. The concept of cruising is the same with Carnival, with Royal Caribbean, with Norwegian, right? So when I say the concept is the same, and where a lot of people say, "Oh, party ships," it's because, number one, they see things on social media, but the concept is very similar. There is usually a celery party. Norwegian has celery parties. Royal Caribbean has celery parties. It depends on the ship, or they have some type of party, like using on the Oasis class ships. Their parties involve in the promenade area where they have balloon drops, they have music playing, and things like that. So they all have some type of a celebrate party or day one party going on, right? The difference is Carnival has a large crowd, it's a lot of line dancing. Now, if you call that partying, what Carnival is doing is partying. What Royal Caribbean doing with the balloon drop is partying. What Norwegian does as well is partying too. That's partying. They all have nightclubs. Sorry. All of them have nightclubs. All of them. Royal Caribbean has nightclubs. Norwegian has nightclubs. Carnival has nightclubs. So I don't. Now, Carnival has deck parties, which once again is usually a lot of line dancing type of music. It's not a bunch of like booty shaking going on really too much. I mean, you may see some depending on maybe the deck party at may have happened, but it's really not that. It's usually mainly line dancing music, and you have some like reggaeton, some Caribbean music going on with the DJ. You have things like that. But like I said, you have your celebrity parties. Carnival is more larger. You have your nightclub with all of them. They all play similar type of music. Except Carnival does play a little bit more hip hop music in their nightclubs. But on Royal Caribbean, I've heard hip hop music and things like that. It just depends on the ship. They all have live entertainment at nights. Like Carnival has live entertainment at night, especially like on their Excel ships. They have live music going on. So I don't like. I guess for the maybe extra day or two of a deck party, they consider it Carnival to be a party ship. Maybe I don't know, but like the other ships also have theme nights as well, which they have they party. So I don't know. I think it's more so about the people that go on Carnival versus everyone else. Why it might be considered a party ship. All right. So let me see. Only way I consider it again if it comes from New York City. Oh, New York City. Yeah, cruises from New York City. What you do? You must. What you don't like the flying and traveling? Shawnee, don't laugh at me. Heidi says my max is 5 at all inclusive, but I leave the resort and do some local things. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I think 5 days is a good number to say an all inclusive resort. I think when you get to 7, 8 days, I think it's pushing it. Unless, like I said, that's your type of travel. Yeah. Brandon, if you're still here, what ships have you been on? And Heidi, why um are you doing more all inclusive versus cruising? Let me see if I can find some other travel information that's going on. Um oh yeah, I did hear about an incident that happened in, was it St. Kitts? No, was it St. Kitts or was it St. Lucia, where some inmates broke out of the jail, and then some US citizens had like a boat, and they came, and I think they didn't realize that they were on the boat, and they stole the boat, the inmates, and then they kidnapped the people that owned the boat. Grenada. Okay, it was Grenada. Okay. Yeah, that happened. That's like something freak. That's there are there are things that just happens out the blue. You know, that's unfortunate. It's just sad. So yeah, it's just very, very sad. So let's see. Also, too, I've noticed. I just saw. I think the beginning of last week that I think American Airlines has increased their baggage fees. I could tell you this. I think also Spirit Airlines have increased their baggage fees too, because I have flown a little bit more on Spirit Airlines in the past year or so, and I think they've increased their baggage fees as well. So it's just everything's increasing. Everything's increasing too. Oh yeah, let me tell you guys, if any of you love to come to Orlando area. All right, hold on. Before I get into my Orlando, Brandon says MSC Seascape, Symphony of the Seas. I'm doing the Seascape again in May. I love MSC. So why do you love MSC so much? Because I would definitely love to, know why you love MSC. And you say you've never been on Carnival before. So you've done MSC and Royal Caribbean. And like I said, I feel like MSC has great potential. I am not totally knocking MSC. I'm not one of those people that say, "Hey, I would never go on MSC again." I see that there's some things that need to make changes in, but it's not absolutely horrible, right? It's not absolutely horrible. And I just forgot about it. Margaritaville at sea. They're coming out with a new ship, a larger ship. I even saw a report from the CEO that I think they're going to be having more. They're going to add more ships to their fleet. So, Margaritaville is another example. Margaritaville came out. They took over. It was like an old Carnival ship, and then from there, it was like a Bahamas cruise ship line. And then Margaritaville bought them out, and the product wasn't that good. They made some adjustments. To the to the ship, but it wasn't a major overhaul. overhaul of the ship, and a lot of people complained about it. Some people were fine with it. They're like, it's a 2-day sailing. The pricing is low. What do you expect? It's not a premium luxury cruise line. But Margaritaville took some of the feedback, and they did a big refurbishment of the ship. They updated a lot of the areas on the ship. They brought it back out, and the reviews were a little bit better. And now they're coming out with they bought a Costa cruise ship with Carnival Corporation, and that's going to be their larger ship. I want to go on it. I love Margaritaville. I love their hotels. I love their resorts. And if they can get the cruising right, and they add the decor that they have with their hotels and resorts to the cruise ship, like a whole cruise ship, I would love to go on Margaritaville. I love the beach decor that they have. I love it. I really do. And so I hope that Margarita gets it right. It's also another value, affordable cruise line that is out that I think people are sleeping on. And so, I mean, we have options. We're having more and more options than before. So let's see. Heidi says, I feel I get more for my money at all-inclusive, drinks, Wi-Fi, all meals included. Okay. That's about it. I'm making it hard. One of these days, I'm gonna do like a battle cruise line cruises versus all-inclusives. Trust me, there are beautiful all-inclusive resorts. I'm not totally knocking all-inclusives. I'm just giving you all a hard time. But that's about it. I mean, you got your beach, you got your pools, and all that. Service is outstanding at most all-inclusives and feel more pampered. Okay. All right. You okay? All right. So Brandon says, I thought the service was great. The food was good. And I love Ocean. Oh my goodness. Yes, Brandon. Ocean Cay. Their private island is beautiful and doesn't feel so commercialized like RSC's. Whoa. Don't talk about Perfect Day. Talking about Perfect Day. Can't talk about Perfect Day. The islands are too different. I don't feel like Perfect Day is commercialized. It's just two different vibes. Ocean Cay has nothing. It's an absolutely beautiful island. I love that island. I love that Marine Reserve Island. It's a absolutely beautiful island. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love what MSC is doing as preserving the island and doing certain things for the marine life, cleaning up the area. I love the mission that they're on as far as that. The lighthouse area, I love that. I love that they have on a lot of sailings that stay later. You have the beach party, you have the lighthouse show. I love that. I went on MSC. I would say I have to do the beach party and I have to see the light show from the beach. I love that. No other cruise line has that. I love that concept that MSC has for those ships like that. And for me, it's just a way better version than Half Moon Cay with Carnival. Way better version than Great Stirrup Cay with Norwegian. Even though they're kind of similar in the concept, but being able to walk around Ocean Cay and all the different areas, it is in my opinion my number 2 favorite private island. A lot of people love Ocean Cay. I would prefer. A lot of people prefer or like Half Moon Cay with Carnival, I prefer Ocean Cay. If it's just like if you're going to a private island and you just want that kind of that laid back, you just want to enjoy the beach area, I prefer Ocean Cay versus Half Moon Cay. That's just my personal opinion. Now, Half Moon Cay is absolutely beautiful with the clear, crystal clear blue water, but I prefer Ocean Cay. But Perfect Day is on another level, Brandon. I'm sorry. I don't think it's commercialized. They do advertise Perfect Day a lot because they spent a lot of money. They spent a lot of money changing that island up. So, I mean, that island is everything. That's the number one island in my opinion. If you want beautiful beaches, if you want pool areas, white sandy beaches, well, yeah, you got your sand, you got your your beaches that you have. If you want to pay extra and get the water park, you can do that. Now they add the adults only area if you want to pay for that experience. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. Like that. That is just an amazing private island. I mean, it's not a regular island. It's not like you can get off and do a whole bunch of excursions. So for all the things that they have, it's amazing. You have the hot air balloon. Also too that you can purchase and do. So that island is perfect. When they say perfect day, it is perfect because it's perfectly made for everyone. When you go to Half Moon Cay, when you go to Ocean Cay, Princess Cay, Stirrup Cay, to me, it's not perfect for everyone because there's no adults only area that Perfect Day has at Coco Cay. If you want adventure seekers, there's no water park at any of those other islands. And if you want just a pool experience, you really don't have that at any of those other islands as well either. So that's just my opinion on Perfect Day, but it's just two different experiences in my opinion, Brandon. All right, so yes, Brand. Let me see. Let me show this. MSC has great prices. Yeah, MSC has great prices. Great prices. The only complaint I had were the elevators. But I like how the atmosphere felt more laid back and chill. Okay, well, Brandon, I am happy that you enjoy MSC. Yeah, I really do. Christy says I can't wait for Max Cruise on Venezia. Yes, I have to get on one of those coaster ships. I love the decor of those coaster ships that Carnival changed over from coaster to Carnival. I that probably will be my next Carnival ship is one of those Venezia. Because Venezia is actually coming down to my area, so I probably will maybe do a short cruise. Me and my family probably do a short cruise on that ship. So I'm looking forward to that. Might have to pull out my travel agent rate for that. All right, Brandon says it was just too much going on that Perfect Day. I like the Ocean Cay doesn't have all that stuff. I prefer just enjoying the beauty of the island. It's simple. Yeah, it is simple. It is simple. It is very simple. Yeah. I mean, I can't knock what you're saying as far as that. It is very simple because there isn't really anything going on. So if that's what you like, that's what you like. All right, keep it coming, everyone. All right, I only got a few people watching, but y'all are talking. Since I believe Venezia sells out of New York City, the port is not too far from me, like 15 minutes. Yeah, but Venezia is leaving New York City and coming down to Port Canaveral. All right, it's nice to see a dock. The NC Getaway also sells in New York City and one of the Disney ships, I believe, Dream. Yeah, yep. So, yep, NCL year round sells out of New York City. Disney I think it's seasonal out of New York City. I said on Carnival Sunrise back in 2019 from New York City. It was nice to worry about flying. That adds another stress level. Okay. Stress. Okay. Not to worry. Okay. Hey, everyone, have different feelings as far as traveling. If that's not your thing, as far as flying and getting on the cruise ship, then yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to do these lives probably every other week because I also have my podcast that I will be doing. My podcast is every other week, so and that's recorded and it's not live unless we do it like a special session live. But um, I'll be doing my live videos here on and it may not always be on Facebook. Sometimes it will be just on YouTube, but as I continue to try to build my YouTube channel, I will also do the live on Facebook because obviously I get a lot of engagement on Facebook, and I just want to appreciate you guys coming on and talking with me and asking questions and yeah. This, like I said, this was just a spur of the moment. This wasn't like anything I had planned. Just wanted to go over some travel news that was happening. In another week and a half, I'll actually have maybe a topic that I'll be covering. Yeah, definitely, Brandon. Man, I would love to have some of you on as well. Come on and join the live and talk about some of your experiences and change it up a bit because it's not always about me. I love hearing your other people's perspectives and feelings and opinions and experiences when it comes to traveling. And so I probably will implement that soon. Right now, my podcast is currently on my Mike the Travel Lover YouTube. I will be uploading our second episode for the season. I'll be uploading that by it will be uploaded and ready on Wednesday for you guys. So I'll make an announcement tomorrow of when it will be uploaded on Wednesday for the second episode with myself and Deja with our podcast, our Travel Lover podcast. Eventually, hopefully by sometime in March or April, I will be starting a new YouTube channel, which will be called the Travel Lover Network. And so that is where my podcast will then be moved over to. Certain topics that when I go live will also be on the Travel Lover Network. And also trying to have, some different other types of shows that will be happening on the Travel Lover Network. My Mike the Travel Lover will then, I think I discussed this before, my Mike the Travel Lover will then be just focusing on my vlogs, my lifestyle videos, my food videos. Hopefully you all kind of saw my very first kind of, not my very first time I've visited a restaurant and did a review, but my first time here in Orlando, actually, since I've moved here, doing a review. So I plan on every single week going to a different establishment here in the Orlando area. And one thing that I want to do is a lot of people come here and they're like, what is there to eat other than obviously eating at the resorts, Disney resorts, Universal resorts? A lot of people want to come here and they want to eat at other places. And some people don't want to eat at touristy places. So for me, initially, a lot of my content will be places that won't be considered a touristy location. So if you want some good local food with different cuisine, I'll be checking out all types of different cuisine. I mean, I just checked out kind of I don't want to even say it was Jamaican. It's a Caribbean place because they were Guyanese. So it's like a mix of like Trinidadian dishes and Jamaican dishes. So it's kind of mixed. I have a plan this Friday. I have a plan of going to this Haitian restaurant on Friday. And so that will be my next stop. And after that, I'm not sure. I'm going to try some Japanese food soon. And I love soul food, love barbecue, I love seafood. I love all types of food. So I'll be checking out different places. There's a lot of food truck locations here. So there's actually 2 locations not too far from where I live at, where there's a lot of food trucks. I mean, a whole lot of food trucks, like 60, 78 food trucks in one area. So I might do a video where I'm checking out several different trucks in this location. It's not too far. It's kind of in like a touristy area in Kissimmee, Florida. So it's not too far away from Disney area. Oh my goodness. So I'm looking to potentially do that, and probably, once I hit up a lot of locations, there's a lot of food places here, a lot of food locations in Orlando, a lot. So I'm not gonna help every single one, but if there'll be times where if you are coming to Orlando and if you're looking for certain type of cuisines, and you're like, hey Mike, can you find me a good seafood place that have good crabs and things like that? Then if I haven't been to any, which I have been some, there's a lot of like seafood broils here, like Hungry Crab and places like that. We've been to one called King Crab where you get your seafood in a bag and you have the different sauces. There's quite a few of them here. So I have done that as well. But yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. So please make sure, if you guys know my YouTube channel, please, what do I have coming up for YouTube? I got my podcast I'm gonna be uploading. I'll be uploading more starting tomorrow. You'll see more icons. I think I have about 10, maybe 15 more staterooms to post for Icon of the Seas. So check out the reels. You'll see that coming. I'll probably will be doing probably about 8 or 9 more staterooms by the end of this week. So stay tuned for Icon if you want to see more room types for Icon of the Seas. And I'm currently working on my Carnival Mardi Gras cruise. I did a group cruise. So that was a lot of fun because I had my family, had some friends that went, and that was a good cruise. And then so I'll be posting some Carnival Mardi Gras content, and then you'll see some areas. You'll see some with my Icon of the Seas cruise. I'm not really doing like a regular vlog. I'm just kind of showing you different areas of the ship. I wanted to do something a little bit different. A lot of people are going to do like the daily vlogs. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to do that. But I really kind of want to show you all the different areas of the cruise ship. There's 8 neighborhoods. I was able to go to all 8 neighborhoods. So I want to be able to kind of show you all 8 neighborhoods so you get the feeling of how Icon of the Seas is all about. Charlene, hello from Indianapolis, Indiana. We're cruising on Mardi Gras in April. Is this your first time on the Carnival Mardi Gras? I've been on the Carnival Mardi Gras twice. I went on the Mardi Gras, the 3rd sailing, when they did the restart after COVID. That was amazing. And anyone who has cruised during that time or traveled during that time will all attest. We will all see the same thing. That was the best time. The ship was half full. And it was a really good time. And then, like I said, I went in 2020, the end of 2022, December 2022. Went on Mardi Gras. Yeah, I'm late with uploading my videos. That's my goal this year, is making sure that my videos get uploaded faster. So I have a lot of content. If I don't tell you, you guys probably won't know what year it's from. But yeah. So right now I'm trying my best to upload as much as possible. A lot of the content I have, I'm at the end of 2022. So then I'll be focusing on 2023. And hopefully by June of this year, all of my content for 2023 will be uploaded onto YouTube, and I'll be caught up to the 2024 content. So what are you most looking forward to, Charlene, to the Mardi Gras, if this is your first time going on it? And if you have any questions about Mardi Gras, please let me know, because I basically know everything about Mardi Gras. The first time went on the Mardi Gras. Oh, it's your second time. Okay, cool. Yeah. So you good. First time on the Mardi Gras, had a regular ocean view balcony. That was nice. Second time, actually had the second largest suite on the cruise ship. So that was pretty dope. And it was an Excel F suite, corner suite, with the jacuzzi on the balcony, plenty of lounge chairs on the balcony. It was basically like a 1-bedroom living room area with like a sofa bed. You have a huge bathroom with a separate area with your toilet. Yeah, love the room. It's a really nice room. So Indianapolis, okay, all right, yeah. My co-host, if you are not aware, if you're first time listening to me live, my co-host is actually from Indiana. She lives in Indianapolis. I'm not sure if you have heard of her. Her name is Deja. We do a podcast together. It's called Travel Lover Podcast. So you can find our podcast right now on YouTube. Type in Mike the Travel Lover. There, I have a playlist. I have an area called Podcasts. You can click on that. I also will put it in the comment section once I'm done with the live, so you can follow us when we do our podcasts, which is every other week. And we also have a IG Instagram channel called Travel Lover. Hold on. It's called Travel Lover Podcast. I want to make sure I didn't have the Travel Lover Podcast. So yeah, so Travel Lover Podcast on Instagram. I put clips up there of the upcoming shows. Episode that's about to drop. So I probably will upload 2 more clips tomorrow, and then the full episode will drop on Wednesday for our episode 2. And then I'll be working on episode 3, because episode 3 has already been recorded. But yeah, so check us out. And we talk about all types of different topics. We'll have some special guests coming on. I know sometime in March, I'll have a session, which I think will be pretty nice for people to watch in regards to solo traveling. Solo traveling is becoming more and more popular each and every single month, each and every single year. So it'll be great to be able to see some individuals who have traveled solo and their experiences and the things that the pros and cons when it comes to traveling solo. So that will be coming in March. And so I'll have some other guests on as well in regards to different travel topics. So yeah, there's a lot in store, a lot that's going on. I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. It is 11:17. I've talked too much. I just want to say thank you all again. Much love. I appreciate the support. Thank you very much, and have a good night. Peace.